Hello, everyone. Welcome to our lesson on angles in the same segment, part 2. Kindly subscribe to our channel. Let's continue with our lesson. A, B, C, and D are points on the circumference of the circle. AD is parallel to BC. Calculate the value of x. I want you to try this for maybe 4 minutes, and then after 4 minutes, we check our answers. Let's try. Right, welcome back. What information are we given here? We have points that are on the circle. There's nothing about center theorem here, center, but we have this. It says AD is parallel to BC. So we may be talking about what? About corresponding angles, alternate angles, co-interior angles. Okay, you remember those? Okay, we have to look out for those. And then we have arc AB or chord AB. We have arc DC or chord DC. So here we can see the chord AB, which is subtending angle D there, which is 40 degrees. Do we have any other angle that is subtended by this chord? Yes, we have it. We have it, which is C there. So what does that mean? It means that angle C is also 40 degrees. So let's write our statement and reasons. We're saying angle D here is equals to angle C. Why are they equal? These are angles in the same segment. Okay, these are angles in the same segment. So meaning that C is equals to 40 degrees. Okay, right. If we check here, we have angle X and angle C. Are they equal? Angle C is equal to angle X. Why? These are alternate angles. You see like a Z is formed there. Alternate angles equal since AD is parallel to BC. Okay, and then now we can say that X is equals to 40 degrees. Done. Right. Someone could have used a different method or a different approach, but as long as our answers are correct, it's fine. I'm not going to exhaust all the alternatives here. Okay. So if your answer is not 40, you can check and also check your reasons, because sometimes someone can say x is equal to 40 because angle is in the same segment straight away. No, you can't say that, because this x here and this 40 are not in the same segment. So you have to go to this answer via the alternate angles. Okay. So you can even, someone can start with say this angle is also x, angle A is equal to x because these are alternate angles, and then you say angle x is equals to 40 degrees because our angle is in the same segment. You see that? So we can have that approach, but make sure that our answers are what? Are the same. And every time write your statement and reason. Okay, so I'm not going to be exhausting all the alternative methods here. I'll just do one method and then you can mark your work. Even if your method is different, it may be correct. Okay, make sure that you do your your mathematics correctly, and then we're going to get the same answer. Right now, and then we got that. Let's move on to the next one. Again, you can pause the lesson here for about maybe 5 minutes, and then you try to answer this. We want the value of x and y. Read through the information and try to calculate the value of x and y. Let's try. Right, welcome back. D, E, F, and G are points on the circumference of a circle. G, E, and D, F intersect at H, and then determine the value of X and Y. Right, let me talk about these common errors here that you may find. You may find someone saying that angle G, the whole angle G, G1 and G2, they are all equal. If you add them, they give you 90 degrees. Why would someone say that? Because someone will be thinking that DF is diameter. No, we're not told. It does not pass through the center. Okay, it does not pass through the center. Even GE is not diameter. It does not pass through the center. So F1 and F2 are not 90 degrees. Okay, the other thing, someone may say H is the center. There's no center there. We're not told about a center or a point from the center. Okay, so H is not the center. So don't think of those things, center theorems here, because we are not given a center if you look at the information there. Okay, right now, so we can think of cyclic quads because this is a cyclic quad. Yes, you can think of angles in the same segment. We won't think about tangents here because we don't see tangents here. Okay, so now it should be angles in the same segment, I think. Okay, and other the geometry of straight lines, the geometry of triangles. Remember, all these things are under geometry. You can the geometry that you did in grade 8, 9, and 10, geometry of straight lines, geometry of triangles, you mustn't forget those. Okay. Right. And now we have the chord GF there. It subtends which angle? Angle D1 and angle E2. So what can you say here? Angle D1 is equal to angle E2, or angle E2 is equal to angle D1. Let's write that one down. So where is it? The angle E2 is equal to angle D1. Why? Because these are angles in the same segment. Okay, right, meaning that X is equals to 34 degrees. Now let's find the value of Y. What do we do? So I can see here there is a triangle DHG. I can find G1 there. Even after finding G1, I can find Y because G1 and F2 are angles subtended by the same chord, or angles subtended by the same arc. So here we can say, what do we do? We'll say D1, angle D1 plus angle, was it H what? Let me see, H4, angle H4 plus angle G1 is equals to 180 degrees, because this is angle sum in triangle, right? And then now we can find angle G1 here, which is 51 degrees. How did I get that? Because D1 is 34 degrees plus 95 degrees plus G1 is equal to 180 degrees. And then angle G1 is equal to 180 degrees minus 95 degrees minus 34 degrees. So meaning that angle G1 is equals to 51 degrees. So that's how we got 51 degrees there. And then we can say now, but angle G1 is equals to angle F2. Why? Because these are angles in the same segment. Okay, angles in the same segment. So therefore Y is equals to a 51 degrees. You see that? Done. So again, here we may have different approaches where we find the values of these angles. Someone can find this angle H2 here using vertically opposite angles, and then you find your angle Y using angle sum in triangle, and then you find your, and then what? Oh, and then angle D1 is just equal to 34 because these are angles in the same segment, that this angle E2 and angle D1 there. So we can use different approaches, but we're going to get the same answer. Okay, right, let's move on to the last question. Right, try again for about 5 minutes, and then after 5 minutes, we check the solutions. Let's try. Welcome back. What did you do? Right, A, B, C, and D are points on the circumference of the circle. A, D, and B, C are produced to meet at E. A, C, and B, D intersect at F. Calculate the value of X and Y. Okay, right. We can easily get X here because X, there's that chord DC there. X and A, angle B and angle A, they are equal. So you can write that angle A is equal to angle B. Y, these are angles in the same segment. Okay, so it meaning that X is equal to 30 degrees. Okay, so we can write 30 degrees here, 30 degrees. Okay, right, and then we want to find Y. How can we find Y? Remember, I said you must think also of the geometry of triangles, geometry of straight lines. So if we check here, this angle A and angle E, if you add them, they can give us angle Z. Why? Okay. We can even do the same thing with angle B and angle E, and you get Y. You see that if we want to start with Y. The same thing we're doing with the angle Z here, we can do it with angle Y. Okay. So now I'm saying Y is angle Z equals to angle A plus angle E, because it's an exterior angle of a triangle. If you check a triangle which is like this triangle is like this. Triangle ABEC, which is this. This is A, E, then C is here, and then B there. You see, this is an exterior angle of a triangle. Okay, this is an exterior angle of a triangle. If we add A and E here, we get angle C. Okay, in this case, it's C2 here. Okay, so now we're saying we can say angle Z, which is this angle. Remember, angle Z is equals to angle A plus angle E, which means is 30 degrees plus 45 degrees. So meaning that Z is equal to 75 degrees. Okay. Right. Oh, we forgot to write the reason here, because here is exterior angle of triangle. Exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles. Remember that. Okay. Right. Now, and then angle Y and angle Z are equal. Why? Why is angle Y equal to angle Z? Because they are angles in the same segment, right? This is same segment AB there. So angle Y is equal to angle Z is equal, they are both equals to 75 degrees. These are angles in the same segment, okay? Right, done. We've managed to find all the variables there, and we're going to continue with this topic of angles in the same segment. We're going to look at the calories, and then after that, I'm going to bring more questions before we go to the tangent theorems. Okay, thank you very much. Please subscribe to our channel and continue trying your best. I wish you all the best in your examinations. Goodbye.